Welcome, everybody, to the Old York Country Club for tonight's bridal show. This is kind of a two-sided bridal show because we do have brides that have been invited here to meet us in person. The Old York has this beautiful outdoor deck, so we're socially safe. And we're also watching online, so we're hoping to break the internet tonight with how many brides sign up and check us out online. It turned out to be a picture-perfect day. We had hurricane warnings earlier. I was so worried about today, and it's gorgeous out. No humidity, 75 degrees, so perfect summer night here at the Old York Country Club. Here's how the evening is going to lay out. We have 9 wedding professionals. We're going to be interviewing each one of them. We're going to start that in about 10 or 15 minutes. We also have a short demo for each vendor. If you have any questions for any of the wedding professionals that are being interviewed today, just write them into the comment section, and we'll try to ask them as they're here. If not, we'll bring them back and ask them their questions. Also, we have some door prizes. So if you are in the comments section, type in hashtag win a honeymoon or hashtag win a door prize, and we'll be giving stuff away, I think, after all the interviews, so probably right around 8 o'clock. So my name is Mike from Elite Entertainment. We love working here at the Old York Country Club, so we're so proud to be here this evening. Like I said, we have 9 wedding professionals that you'll be meeting throughout the night. Stay tuned. All of them are here to help make your wedding plans come true. Right now, we're going to ask you to check out some photo montages of some past weddings that have happened here at the Old York Country Club. You can see not just beautiful surroundings here, but the beautiful ballroom and the other spots that they have to take some great pictures. So check that out as we get our wedding professionals ready for some great interviews. You get to meet some of them tonight. Thanks. Welcome back, everybody. And if you're under the tent, if you want to direct your attention over here, we have our first wedding professional interview of the evening. Barry, how you doing?
I'm doing very well,
Thank
Mike.
Thank you for being the first. It's hard.
Thanks.
It's hard. It's just like a dance floor. It's hard to get the first person up, and then everybody else gets up. So I appreciate it. Yeah.
Exactly.
This is Barry Korbman. He owns Korbman Company Photography. Yeah. So tell me about your background. How'd you get into it?
So I have my 30 years in photography. I grew up in the world of the wedding world. My dad was a cantor who officiated weddings. So as a young child, yeah, my brother and I were always invited to so many events, and I kind of started to watch what the photographer was doing at all these different events. I ended up going to school, earned a BFA in photography, and that's how I fell into it. I loved watching what these guys were doing, documenting what has to be one of the most important days in someone's life. So that's how I got involved.
And so did you start Korbman Company right away, or did you work for another photographer?
I worked for two studios. It's a good question. I worked for two different studios, and in working with two different studios, I kind of learned what I wanted to do and what I didn't want to do as a photographer to help the clients.
I had a similar experience. I worked for a DJ company early on, learned some stuff, learned what I didn't want to do. So,
exactly.
Yeah.
And I went on my own about 20 years ago.
Okay, so Korbman's been 20 years.
Easily, yeah.
Easily, great. Tell me about some of the products you offer.
So we offer a full line of coffee table books, various sizes from 2 inches up to I think 11 by 14 is our largest. One of the products that we're really proud of is our line of illuminated images. When people visit our table, they'll see that we have a whole line of illuminated images that really show off the work very, very well. I like a contemporary style of photography. I think that work, the illuminated concept, works with it very, very well.
Yeah, I saw some of those over your table. And do you have examples on your website? If
people we have examples on our website. Absolutely,
Great.
Absolutely.
And give that out so people would know.
Our website is Korbman, which is spelled Korbman, and company.com. So visit Korbman and Company. We'll have all our products lined up there.
So I'm always interested in this, what your wedding day is like, because by the time I meet you as a photographer, I'm ready to go. It's cocktail hour. Your day is already half over or more. What is the wedding day like for you and the client?
A typical wedding day for us can easily be 12, 13 hours. We do not limit our time with our clients. We spend the entire day with them.
So you start when the bride wants you to start.
We start when they're getting ready till the end of the night, when people are packing up, because it's such an amazing day. We want to come in and document the entire day.
And I can vouch for that because I've worked with Barry, and not every photographer stays to the end, but Barry's there for that last dance.
Some of the most interesting images happen at 11 o'clock at night, 12 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
So
it is. It's a long day.
It's a full day, but we want to. The way that we come in documenting a day, it's as if you have a cousin, Mike, who lived in Idaho, and they could not attend the wedding. We want to come in and show, oh my God, this is what the day from getting ready to formals to the. We want to show them everything possible that happened that day. And that's how we come in. That's why we don't limit.
And I think it's a great goal for brides and grooms to have in mind. For guests that couldn't be there that day, how many images do you need to capture to show them this was what the whole day?
Exactly. Exactly.
So things have changed, obviously, in the last 6 months. What are the challenges now during COVID that couples are finding, and how are you helping them through it?
So with the COVID occurring right now, so the one thing we've adapted, again, when we offer our services, it's the entire day. With COVID now, because of the mini weddings, we now offer hourly services. Hey, you only need us there for 2 hours, whatever it is. We'll happily cover that time frame for you. Engagement shoots, we've always done engagement shoots, but we now make that part of what we cover. So I think the biggest thing we're incorporating is the hourly approach. Let us know what you need us there for, and we'll cover it for you.
Good stuff. Yeah, we're seeing that too. We're getting married on October 8th, but the big receptions next year, so we're kind of chopping up the day a little bit.
Correct.
And I think you're going to find that with any wedding professional that you look at who's experienced and flexible, they're going to be able to create packages for you and do things that we normally didn't have to pre-COVID. But
I think you're right. Flexibility is key.
Yeah,
you have to be flexible.
And that comes from experience.
That comes from experience.
Your first year in the business, you knew how to do things one way, and that's it. But after 20 plus years, you have that kind of flexibility.
Exactly.
Is your dad still cantering?
Unfortunately, no. He had 62 years in, and he decided
God
that's it.
bless.
I'm tapping
Any
out.
idea
so.
how many weddings he did in 62
Oh
years?
my God! No, he had so many
Thousands?
weddings. He had
That's
so
amazing.
Yeah,
God bless.
easily. So thank you
Awesome.
for asking. No.
All right, so we have a video of some of Barry's beautiful, beautiful work. We'll show that, and then we'll come back with another interview. Barry, thanks a
again
lot.
for having us,
All
Mike.
right.
I appreciate it.
Thanks.
Have a good night, guys.
For your wedding day, if you are looking for professional photography that combines natural elegance, fashion, and style, then you should put your trust in the experienced photographers from Korbman and Company Photography. When it comes to photography, experience is the difference maker, and Korbman and Company has been in business for more than 27 years. Over the years, thousands of couples have delighted in Korbman and Company's unique style that creates a fun and comfortable atmosphere while at the same time capturing and respecting the traditional aspects of every event. Specializing in weddings and all social events, Korbman and Company is a locally owned studio with an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. For wedding photography, the approach is unique and focuses on thoughtful interaction to bring out each couple's true spirit in the photos. Korbman and Company regularly photographs weddings at the finest venues in the tri-state area. The finished photos show all the beauty and spectacle of the wedding, as well as capturing the subtle nuances that make the day personally gorgeous, significant, and memorable. With a background in fashion photography, the philosophy is a little different in breaking the boundaries of traditional wedding photo work by applying a fashion-centered style to capture the event. The professional photographers use an energetic approach, but by gently controlling the formal poses in a way that encourages humor and spontaneity. The photos will reveal truly human, personal glimpses of each subject. This non-traditional approach is one that clients truly appreciate because it retains the individuality and elegance of the day while allowing everyone to have a great time. Reach out to Korbman and Company now to schedule your free consultation. Welcome back to the Old York Country Club. Thank you very much. If you're watching online, we want to remind you to put hashtag win a honeymoon. God, you think I need glasses the way I did that. Win a honeymoon or hashtag win a door prize. Put those in the comments. When we're done with all the interviews tonight, we're going to be giving away some door prizes and honeymoons. That makes sense, right? And also, if you have any questions for the vendors that we're interviewing, put them in the comments and we'll try to ask them. Renee, right? Yes. I am intrigued by this. I think every other wedding professional here I've worked with and I understand their product, but this is brand new to me and I'm fascinated. So please tell us. It's called Cloth to Clay, right?
Yes.
What is this?
These are ceramic replicas of bridal gowns.
Okay.
So I work from photographs that
Mic is on. Hold it a little bit closer, Renee.
I work from photographs that the bride's family sends me. Usually the brides don't know that this is happening, and it's the mom or the bridesmaids or the groom who organizes it and sends me the photos, and then I make a sculpture.
So you take a picture in advance. Is this ready the day of the wedding, or is it a post-wedding gift?
No, the pictures are usually sent from the fittings.
From the fitting.
So that I have the piece ready in time
Wow.
for the wedding.
And so I'm assuming it's a 360, so you can see back,
It's just
front.
the front and back.
Yeah.
And then
Wow.
if I have questions, I ask, or I go to the designer's site and I make sure I get every detail
Beautiful.
right. I count all the buttons and make sure that the
That
fabric.
kind of detail, huh?
Yeah.
So how did you get into this?
By accident. I was a fashion designer all my life.
Okay.
And when and a teacher at Drexel. And then when I retired, I knew that all I wanted to do was take a ceramics class, and I couldn't make a bowl to save my life. So my niece happened to be getting married, and I thought, well, there's one thing I can make, and it's a dress. So that's how it went.
Wow, fascinating.
so
so what
I
are some of the more meaningful gifts you've made through the years?
Recently, I made a dress for a woman and her daughter and daughter's daughter who all wore the same dress, and it went back to like the 1930s. So I made the original dress, and they presented it to the grandmom, the first wearer, for her 90th birthday. And it still gives me goosebumps to talk
I'm
about
getting goosebumps just hearing about it. What a beautiful 3 generations.
Yes,
and,
wearing
and
the
you,
same.
You made a beautiful sculpture. I hope this is coming across online because I'm standing next to it. These are gorgeous. They're works of art.
Thank you.
They really are.
Thank
Beautiful,
you.
beautiful. So why is this such an important gift for a bride?
Because you're all about the dress for the whole time you're planning the wedding, even from the time you're a little girl, often thinking about this dress. And you wear it for one crazy day that you hardly remember afterwards, and then it goes in the closet like mine did for 37 years. So this gives you accessibility to the emotion, to the experience, to the whole love that happened during the wedding and since, and it keeps it right there in front of you.
So now I understand the name. It's Cloth to Clay.
Right.
Cloth, the number 2 clay. And is that your website? What's your website?
Cloth to Clay.
Cloth to Clay. Beautiful.
Right.
Renee, thank you so much
Thank
for sharing
you
with us.
very much.
We have a video, right, that we can go to. All right, so check out a little bit more of Renee's work and let us know if you have any questions. Thank you, Renee.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Renee Chase, and I'm the owner of the company called Cloth to Clay. We're in my home studio setting right now, so I can show you a little bit about the kind of work that I do. Bridal replicas made of ceramic clay, and this is an example of one of the pieces that I worked on. You can see the crystal bodice and the train, the little bow in the back. So my goal is to capture every detail of the dress as well as possible, and create a memento, a lasting symbol of the wedding that you can have for always. Most brides spend a great deal of money preserving the dress after the wedding, that one special dress that they'll remember all their lives, the high point. And then this preserved dress goes into the closet where it remains for a lifetime. Because of what I do at Cloth to Clay, many brides are able to have a sculpture of that wonderful dress, and they can put it on their mantle or on their dresser, and look at it always. I always have it there right in plain view. The first step is for me to start with pictures. So there she is, the bride at her wedding, and start making patterns from it, paper patterns, so that then I can cut the pieces of clay into the shape of the dress. And you can see here the work on this dress. The form is built first. It's a hollow form. And then I try to add all the details possible that the dress has to recreate the original image. So if you'd like to have a keepsake that will remind you of that wonderful day forever, or if you want to add it to your registry of gifts or ask for it from your family as a wedding gift, please call. I'm more than happy always to provide a free estimate. I just need a photograph of the front and back of the dress, and I'll get right back to you with the quote. So congrats to everyone out there who's planning a wedding, and all the best. Thanks.
Are we back? We're back, Tom, you promise? I got my man Tom behind the camera, behind the board. He's helping me out. He's hooking me up. Tom, by the way, is going to interview me later because we deserve to be
Somebody
interviewed.
has to
right,
interview you.
exactly.
Yes.
So, and again, hashtag win a honeymoon, hashtag win a door prize. Make sure you put those in the comments because after all these great wedding professionals that we're meeting, we're going to be giving away some door prizes. So make sure you put that in. This is Debbie
Hi,
from Bloomers.
bloomers and things. Yep.
Awesome, Bloomers and things. So how did you get into the floral business?
I was a clothing designer for 16 years, and when I had my daughter, I didn't want to travel or go to New York anymore, so I went to florist school, and I bought a florist about 5 weeks into school.
I didn't even know there was. How long is floral school?
It was about 6 months long.
Okay.
Yeah.
It teaches you everything you need to
It
know
taught
about
me
flowers.
everything I needed to know.
And you didn't even wait to finish. You opened your...
I didn't even wait to finish. I bought the florist not knowing everything, and I just kind of had to wing it, and I did it, and I'm
Good
here
for you.
21 years.
So what are some of the most popular floral arrangements these days?
Right now, boho is very popular. It's very gardeny,
You'll have to
very
explain.
green.
I'm a guy. I don't know what boho means.
Yeah,
I thought that was a section in Lower Manhattan. But
It is.
It is.
It
okay.
is, yes. But it's also kind of hippie, kind of, 1970s. It's a lot of greens, a lot of wildflower looking.
Okay.
So that's probably the biggest trend right
Is that
now.
short for bohemian? Is that?
It's very
is that where you're
bohemian,
getting-
yes.
okay.
It's boho.
So that's what boho
Bohemian,
comes
yep.
from. All right. So that's the in chic thing right
It
now.
is the in chic thing right
Okay.
now.
All right.
Yeah.
I should have asked this first. Where's the shop located?
We are at 24 South Main Street in Allentown, New Jersey,
Okay.
about 10, 15 minutes from here.
Yeah.
Nice
How
and
far
close.
do you go?
We go up to 2 hours away. We go to Philly. We go to Sparta, New Jersey. We've been to Long Beach Island. For a wedding, we go anywhere up to about 2.5 hours.
Okay.
We'll go for a wedding.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So how far in advance should brides and grooms reach out to their florist to book them?
Well, just like anything, we're already booked almost for 2021, especially now with COVID. We're double booking because of all the brides that had to cancel. So you need to book at least a year and a half, at least find a florist that you like, book the date, and then you can always fine-tune your order when it gets a little closer. But a good time is when you pick your colors, you pick your girls' colors, then it's time to go look at your florist.
So a bride can book you 18 months in advance,
Absolutely.
but not necessarily lock in exactly what she wants. Because,
Exactly.
I mean, just like music, flowers are trendy. So
Yes.
what's going to be huge in the spring of 2022, we might not know yet.
Exactly.
So they can reserve bloomers and things, and then
Right. You
maybe
just have to find a florist that you vibe with, that you have the same style. You have to be on the same page. And if you're comfortable with them, then I think you're okay to book with them.
Yeah. So have your current couples been postponing, I guess, right? I mean, we're all
Yes,
dealing with
everything's
that.
been postponing,
Yeah.
but we've been doing a lot of micro weddings, a lot of small weddings. They're getting married, a lot of them, and keeping their venues for their 1-year anniversaries. So we've been doing a lot of small weddings, but we've also had brides that have canceled and are getting married in their parents' yards, home weddings. So we're actually going to Connecticut in a couple weeks because a bride paid in full for her wedding, and I didn't want her to lose her money. So we're going to Connecticut and doing her wedding in Connecticut. So we're trying to accommodate everyone and their
So
situations.
if a bride called you and said, supposed to get married October 10th, what would you advise?
For this year, I
Yeah,
would
I'm
advise
supposed
don't
to get married
on
6
October
weeks from
10th.
now, and
You're
I
probably
haven't
not
made
gonna
my
get married
decision
on
yet.
October 10th.
What I picked that day because
Is that close
pre-COVID,
to
that was the
yours?
busiest day of the year, right? 10, 10, 20.
It was. It
was going to be
yes.
a record-breaking
Last year
year.
we had like 5 weddings.
I was
going to
put a
that
pool in
closest
my
weekend.
backyard on 10, 10, 20, but didn't work out that way.
It was a big
Yeah.
one. No, I mean, we still have weddings planned this year. It's just that they're going to be smaller. You have to make accommodations for different situations. You may not be able to have everything that you want for your wedding, but it's still a wedding and it'd still be great. Still have a good time at it. Otherwise, next year, hopefully.
We're certainly finding that too. So how can people find you?
We have Instagram, which is Bloomers Weddings, is our Instagram page. We have Facebook, Bloomers Weddings, Bloomers and Things. And otherwise, they can reach out to us and look for us at 24 South Main Street in Allentown. If you Google florist in Allentown, we'll come up.
Awesome. Debbie, it was a pleasure. Thank
Thank you.
And we're going to go to a video and show you even more beautiful stuff from
Thank
Bloomers
you
and
very
Things.
much.
Thank you.
Okay.
We are back here at the Old York Country Club. Thanks for tuning in online. To all of our brides under the tent, thank you for coming out live. It's great to actually meet people live. Isn't it nice, Jeff?
It is nice to see some people. It's been a while.
After so many months. This is Jeff Becker, who owns Impressions Photo and Video. We've worked together for so many years, Jeff.
So many years. We go way, way back.
A weird year, isn't it, man? A weird year.
Yeah, I never thought I'd see this.
This is a personal comment. The one good thing about COVID, no handshaking. Jeff has the hardest handshake of anyone. Has anyone ever told you that?
No, nobody's ever told me that.
Broken my fingers when we've shook.
I never knew that.
The one thing when I knew you were going to be here tonight, I'm like, at least I don't have to shake Jeff's hand. At least I don't. By the way, and before I get to the canned questions, I told you this before. You sent me pictures, which we'll see tomorrow. You have some beautiful work. Stunning.
Mike, thank you.
You guys are going to have a chance to check out.
And I mean, coming from you, that means so much.
Stunning
You've been
work.
at this so long.
Stunning. So how long have you been a photographer?
I am actually a second-generation photographer.
Nice.
So my father was a wedding photographer, and I actually started shooting when I was 18 years old.
Wow.
And I've never done
on
anything
film,
but this.
On film at that point?
Worked in film for 15
years. For
years.
you younger brides, film was this no, never mind.
This ancient stuff.
Ancient technology,
yeah. So absolutely. Wow. Yeah, can you imagine? So back in the day.
So is your dad retired?
Yeah, I mean, for years. But back in the day, we would take pictures with no LCD screen to look at. Wait a whole week to see if your photos came out. Like, you really had to know what you were doing. I remember when digital first became a thing, and that was it. You'd see every photographer take and then look and I imagine that helps, right? I mean, with film, you had to know you got the shot. Right, absolutely.
As opposed to now when you can take it. Yeah, amazing. So tell me about some of the products and services that Impressions offers.
Well, we're a full service studio. We do photography. We hand design albums. We design save the dates, guest books, thank you cards. We also do full cinema services, same day edits. We do entrance videos. Yeah, we have a drone. So you name it, we do it. We definitely still believe in printed products. So I know a lot of people these days don't, but we love to put prints in people's hands. We're really all about putting something on your wall that you're going to look at for years to come.
Nice. And you said save the date, and you told me earlier you're also doing a lot of resave the date or change the date.
Well, yeah. So we're kind of specializing in change the dates now.
Date. Yeah. So how would you describe your photography style?
You know, I'm going to tell you. I think to be a good wedding photographer, you got to be versatile. I think you got to be able to do it all. I think, like, there's certain times during a wedding day where we totally take charge. We're going to work with you. We're going to organize people. We're going to get everything done for you. We're going to create all of those images. And then at the drop of a hat, there's certain times where we just have to disappear and just record things organically. So, like, to really be successful, you got to be able to do it all.
And I know that from working with you, like when the dance floor is packed in a bar, you don't interrupt that, but you capture it. You know, I know some photographers who like tap on people's shoulders and like, that's not the time to do that. Let the action flow. And you do that, but you also get the images.
100%.
So you do engagement sessions too, right? Tell me about that.
Yeah. So engagement sessions with us, currently, it's actually a free promotion. So if you book a full package with us, you'll actually get an engagement session. The reason for this is, you know, it's definitely a good idea to work with your photographer before the wedding day. Most people are not used to being professionally photographed. So I always say to my brides, like, your engagement session is kind of like your hair and makeup trial. Would you ever get married without doing a hair and makeup trial? So it's a great time to actually work with your photographer, get comfortable in front of the camera, feel how they work. They'll learn a lot about you. And this way, when we show up on the wedding day, it's like, oh, it's just Jeff, you know, been there, done that.
Great advice. Great advice. Yeah. So COVID has changed everything,
Everything.
How have you adapted your business, and what advice can you give couples during this time?
Well, there's a couple things. First of all, I want to let everybody know that we are changing with the times. We are capable of helping you guys stream your ceremonies or anything else you need. So we do totally have that technology, and we can work with you whatever those situations are. But I think more importantly, I just really want to stress to you guys that just because everybody's going through this, you really should not deny yourself photographs, images. You should have those images to show your kids and your kids' kids. You should have that portrait on the wall that you're going to walk by for the rest of your lives and smile every time you see it. I mean, probably more so now than ever is a reason to really invest in that kind of thing. I mean,
I love the Bruce Springsteen line. Someday we'll look back on this and it will all seem funny.
Yeah.
I don't know if it will. I don't know if we'll ever laugh at 2020. But you're right. The couples that get married this year, they should, and not just images, but professional. I think so many people think, oh, my friend has an iPhone, so that's enough. Professional images to capture, even if you just get married in a backyard, to have somebody do it. Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, the funny thing about what we do, we're one of the few vendors that you're going to work with that is actually creating something that's for you, not for your guests. Like, we're going to give you something you get to keep, take home. Not that it is important to entertain them. No offense, Mike.
I totally get what you're saying.
But I
no
mean,
offense taken.
most vendors, the venue, you're really purchasing all that stuff to entertain all of your guests.
The day of, right.
But for us, we're literally working straight for you. What we do is for you.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Thank you, Jeff. So we have a video we're going to show you some of Jeff works. How can people find you?
So impressionsphotoandvideo.com. We're also on Instagram.
Very cool. Thank you, Jeff. And thanks for not shaking my hand.
Here you go, Mike.
We'll
Here it is.
do that. All right. Check it out.
Thanks, guys.
Impressions Photo Video is a boutique-style New Jersey-based photo and video company serving clients for over 20 years. Wonderful, amazing, incredibly talented, open-minded, and fun to work with are how recently married couples describe Jeff and his team at Impressions. And this praise is well-earned and deserved. Impressions approaches each wedding celebration with freshness, drive, and passion to create imagery that is as unique as each client's individual tastes. Jeff and the team carefully listen to a couple's vision and help bring it to life with images that are captured from exciting angles, utilizing interesting lighting and perspectives. Throughout the booking, planning, engagement shoot, and wedding day, Impressions maintains an incomparable level of personal service and professional expertise to support each client. Every bride and groom works directly with their photographer to form an intimate relationship that is key to creating photographs that evoke such strong emotions of the wedding day. Impressions maintains the quality of work and service as a boutique-style studio that only covers a limited number of events. This dedication to quality over quantity ensures each bride and groom will have the ultimate photographs of their wedding day to treasure forever. Impressions captures these photos using a truly versatile approach. The photographers create a seamless blend of traditional, contemporary, casual, journalistic, and fashion-styled images. Throughout the wedding day, there are certain times for the photographer to take charge and choreograph events, and at other times to blend in and capture the action as it unfolds. Reach out today to Impressions Photo Video for a complimentary consultation to discuss your wedding. And for a limited time, Impressions is offering a free engagement session with each complete wedding package booked. It's a great way to celebrate and record forever your love for and commitment to each other as you plan your wedding and newly married lives together. Welcome back to the Old York Country Club. Thank you so much, everybody who's here. We have a good crowd tonight, don't we, Melanie? Yes. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming out. And if you're watching online, thank you very much for tuning in. Again, leave in the comments, hashtag win a honeymoon, hashtag win a door prize. We're going to be picking winners at the end of the show. You got a perfect night, Melanie, to show off your spot, don't you?
We really do, and I'm really happy to have everyone here and that we can finally do this and see so many smiling faces or smiling eyes. And it's just a beautiful night.
That's great. So if you don't know already, this is Melanie from the Old York Country Club. And before I even ask you a question, I just want to thank you. You have been a big supporter of Elite Entertainment through the years. You refer us. We play here so often. And so I want to take this moment to thank you.
No, it's our honor to have you.
Appreciate
You're
it.
fantastic.
25th anniversary, right?
It's a very exciting year. We're celebrating a little different than we hoped. But either way, the 26th will be the golden year, and that's just fine too.
Yeah, what's the saying? Man makes plans and God laughs. And I think that's 2020 has been that. God just has laughed at all of our plans.
Yeah, I thought that this morning when I saw the thunderstorms out my windows. I was like, we have a bridal show outdoors.
I got a tornado warning at about 10:30, but it turned out to be a picture perfect night. So I love working with you because you have such passion for brides. What do you love so much about when you get to open the Old York for couples? What do you love about it?
The love about this space is that it's so versatile and it's one wedding at a time. You know, I've worked with places where there's multiple weddings and my couple is the only focus that day. You know, we will have some golfers in the background, but it's their moment from the time we get here in the morning, setting up their details, greeting them with a glass of champagne, making sure she's relaxed in her suite, and then it's just spending time with our bride and groom and making sure that everything we planned it's what they wanted.
There was a commercial back in the day. Was it the hair club guy? I'm not only the president. You not only run the Old York, but you got married here yourself. How long ago was that?
Coming up on 3 years.
Congratulations.
Very quick.
Yeah. So how did that feel to be like in this spot all of a sudden?
So I thought that I was going to be Melanie, your banquet director that day, and I happened not to be, which was very nice. But it was super special. So
you were able to turn the banquet manager part off and.
Partially because my girls give me a lot of champagne in the morning. But otherwise, you know, it was very special celebrating with my team, and they weren't my team that day, which is what I loved. I met my husband here, so it was very special for us to take over the property that day, and we picked a Monday. And after cocktail hour, which the chefs prepared, they do amazing food here. Otherwise, we wanted them on the dance floor with drinks in their hand and celebrating with us because they're our family, and they get to see us more than our real family does. So it's really special to be able to share that with them.
And by the way, I will vouch for the great food, right, Tom? That we play here all the time, and you feed us, you treat us like family, and the food is. This is one of the places I usually skip lunch before when I'm working here at night because I know I'm going to eat well, very well. Yeah. So any trends that you see coming along in the catering?
The biggest thing is us customizing for our brides, whether it's stations. You know, we recently did a Dorito station as a surprise for a bride because apparently her husband has to hide them in the rafters in the house. So we did a nacho bar and chilaquiles, and the late night snack stations I am loving. A lot of people have been using them as their favors with the thank you stickers, whether it's the pork roll and cheese sandwiches or a slider bar. The guests love it. You know, it's the perfect thing to say thank you at the end of the night and keep them going for that extra hour if we are going to be partying.
Yeah, I got to cut down on the pork roll and cheese. I take away. When you guys have takeaways, I usually grab a bag for the road.
I'm glad you do.
Not good, not good. So we have actually two videos that we're going to show you from the Old York. One is just kind of a recap. Yeah, this is going to be my voiceover because I did this for you guys. Beautiful pictures, everything else. And then we have a recap from your wedding from 3 years ago.
I was surprised to me. So please enjoy. Thank you for everyone for joining us tonight.
Thank you, Melanie. Thanks so much. Your host for the evening is set on 180 acres of private land and hosts only one wedding at a time. Welcome to Old York Country Club. The perfect picturesque setting to host your new beginning. Start your wedding day getting ready in the private bridal and groom suites. The grounds have many serene settings for you and your fiancé to share a private first look. Your bridal attendant will be available both before and after the ceremony to escort your bridal party for pictures on golf carts. Picture locations include the bridge, barns, rolling hills, forest backgrounds, and many more. Time to say I do, winter, spring, summer, or fall. There is a ceremony location to fit them all. The garden gazebo site is the ideal location from spring into fall. Even if there is a mist in the air, the covered patio overlooking the golf course allows you to have the outdoor ceremony you've envisioned. If there is a chill in the air, the cozy indoor Old York room will warm your guests with the beautiful views from the French windows. The garden terrace is the ideal location to start your celebration. Your guests are able to enjoy an abundance of Old York's house-made butler-style hors d'oeuvres and stations while sipping on your delicious signature drink. Finally, it is into the ballroom to celebrate the new Mr. and Mrs. The Grand Ballroom can host weddings from 75 to 175, and its elegant style with a hint of rustic is a beautiful background to add your own personal touches. After you enjoy your delicious dinner choice of seated or buffet, it is time to dance the night away. From your first kiss through your last dance, let Old York make your perfect first married memories. Call or email their special event director, Melanie, to help plan the happily ever after you envision. All right, everybody, we are back at the Old York Country Club. I have Carmine from, let me get this right, Travel Leader Global VIP Travel?
That is correct, yes.
Wow, that's a long name.
Yes.
That's a lot. And you're a member here, too.
Yes, I am.
What's the best round of golf you ever played here?
Here by 78.
Wow, 70. That's usually what I have at the turn, 78. So good for you. So how did you get into the travel profession?
Well, I've been in business now for 35 years.
Wow.
I started back in early 80s, new in the business. I bought a franchise called Uniglobe, and I learned the travel business over the years. We had multiple locations in Piscataway and in Kendall Park. And we handled all kinds of travel, from vacation travel to business travel to conventions, sales meetings, all throughout all the years.
So obviously you do honeymoons.
Yes, correct.
But you do destination weddings as well?
Yes, very popular these days. People love going to the islands, getting married.
I don't love it because it means they're not partying locally, but I do understand why it's a big deal, right?
But people love to get away with family.
Yes.
It's very reasonable in cost sometimes. Many times you can get one free room for every 6 you buy. So when you bring 20, 30 people, there's a lot of free rooms involved. And it's cost-wise, very, very low in price.
So what are the hot destinations? I mean, obviously nothing's happening right now, but pre-COVID, what were the hot destinations?
The hot places for value and the best deals will always be Mexico and Dominican Republic or Jamaica.
Okay.
People love Aruba. People love Turks and Caicos. People love Grand Cayman, but they're a little more upscale. But Mexico has the best options for choices. When you book a vacation in Mexico, you can pick from 200 hotels. When you go to Aruba, pick from 20 hotels. So it's all basically supply and demand.
So I personally love to travel, and obviously not going to have any trips in 2020. What do you see as a travel professional? What do you see as the future, short-term and long-term, in your industry, and for people who just love to travel?
Right now, it's in a state of turmoil. We don't know tomorrow what's going to happen in the travel business today, unfortunately. Every day, there's new regulations. You can't go here. You can't go there. People in the islands, a lot of them don't want Americans right now because of the COVID situation. Things are changing slowly. We need a cure. Right now, the hotels are having problems filling hotels. The planes can't fill the planes. And it trickles down to the restaurants, to all the people who survive on the general public.
So like many industries, your industry is on hold.
Absolutely.
But it'll come back, right?
In time. It'll never be as good
Come
as
on,
it was.
be optimistic. It's going to come back. We're all going to come back.
It's going to come back.
Lie to me, Carmine.
It's going to take some time.
Yes, it will.
It's going to take some time.
Yeah.
It'll take a lot of time.
Awesome. Well, Carmine from Travel Leader Global VIP Travel, thank you so much for answering all of our questions. Enjoy the golf course.
You're very welcome. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Hey everybody, welcome back to our live feed. It is my turn now to interview Mr. Mike Walter.
Thank you, Tom. It's weird being on this side.
It's weird being over here. It's kind of, how's it going so far today? What do you think?
I think it's going good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds good. It looks good. Yeah.
So I have some questions for you, Mike.
Thank you.
We are referred here at the Old York Country Club. Now, what does that mean for couples when they get referred from a banquet hall?
Well, first of all, like I said to Melanie earlier, thank you so much for the referrals. I think that should mean a lot for a bride and groom. When a banquet hall refers any service, photographer, video, DJ, it means that they have worked with all the professionals in the area and they've narrowed it down to 2 or 3 that they love, that they know do a great job and works with them, so there's great synergy. So I think brides and grooms should take that very seriously, do their due diligence, obviously, but check out any professional that's on a vendor list from a banquet hall.
Yeah, I agree. Very good. With all the changes due to COVID-19, how has Elite adapted?
So Tom is one of our top DJs, and he and I were driving down here talking about it. We've done more outdoor events this summer than probably the last 10 summers combined, which has its pros and cons. But yeah, I mean, we're doing those micro receptions. We're doing, like I think Jeff mentioned earlier, we're doing a number of do the ceremony this day, and then the reception is going to be next year. So, you know, the main thing, I think it was Barry used the word flexibility earlier. We are just trying to be as flexible as possible with any couple that has to postpone or change or change their ultimate vision for their day. We're just helping out as much as possible.
Yeah, and it's different too, but it's fun. I mean, you're still having a great time.
No doubt.
They want to get out, and you know what I mean, and celebrate too. So, there are so many great DJs here in New Jersey, but what is it that separates Elite from the rest?
So, and you're right, there are a million great DJs in New Jersey, but I think what separates us, and brides tell me, this isn't just me saying it, but it's the couples afterwards that tell us all the time, we are so willing to work with couples to personalize their day. I think there are a number of DJs who think of themselves as chefs, like, don't tell me how to cook the meal, I know how to throw a great party, give me your wedding song, I'll do the rest. And we've never had that philosophy. From day one, when I started Elite and all through the years, we drill into our staff, it's all about personalizing somebody's wedding. You take their playlist, you take what they want to hear, maybe you offer some suggestions along the way, but you make sure that their vision is what becomes a reality that day. And that's one of the reasons why we can confidently say every wedding we do is different. We've never done the same wedding twice because we work with different couples, playlists, and requests and things like that. So I'd say that's probably the biggest factor. If you're looking for a company that's going to listen to you and work with you, I think we're the right company for you.
And a great jacket, by the way.
Thank you very much.
How many colors do you have? I mean, you've got...
I'm so happy I could finally break this one out. I just got this a couple months ago. I know. I like
Perfect for summer, man. Very
yes,
good.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
So describe your favorite type of couple to work with.
So I think similar to what I just said, I prefer to work with a couple that wants to get involved in the music planning. I'd like to get in some couples we work with that just say, look, you're the professional, here's our wedding song, you do the rest. And I'm fine with that, but at the end of the night, I don't know if I personalize their day. Whereas when I work with a couple that, and you know nowadays, sometimes they give a Spotify playlist or YouTube playlists, and we're great with that because, again, I know at the end of the day, I've thrown Scott and Margaret's wedding. I haven't just thrown a generic wedding. So given my choice, I prefer to work with couples that really have a vision for their day.
So believe it or not, we are closing in on 2,000 reviews on Wedding Wire. And if you add those reviews up with the Knot, we are definitely well over that. So how important is it for today's brides and grooms?
So I think of those sites like Wedding Wire, the Knot. I think of those sites as like the Yelp for the wedding industry. I don't know many people that go out to dinner nowadays without reading Yelp. Well, maybe not nowadays, but pre-COVID, without reading a restaurant's reviews. And I think a lot of couples are doing the same thing. And I think a company that has not only a perfect score, because we have a 5.0, but a lot of reviews, not just a handful, not just 10, 15, gives you an opportunity to really do your due diligence and read. Obviously, you're not going to sit there and read all 2,000, but read a lot of them and you'll get a sense, because this is not advertising. This is not us saying, hey, this is what we do. This is our past couple saying this is what Elite Entertainment did for us. So we're super proud of the number, and we hope that you utilize it to really check us out.
And let's talk about upgrades. What are the most popular now?
Dancing on the Clouds is huge. You know, brides love that first dance with the clouds around them. We've seen the sparklers become really big. It's such an exciting moment. If you don't know what we're talking about, head to our website, eliteentertainment.com. Click on services, and you can check out some of these exciting upgrades. But yeah, I mean, the Dancing on the Clouds, obviously uplighting. I think uplighting, dollar for dollar, is the best upgrade because you can literally change the look of a room with the lights that we put around. Photo booths obviously have been the rage for probably close to 10 years. So yeah, and P.S. Elite Entertainment offers all of these.
That's right,
Yeah,
we do.
yeah.
So we have 16 DJs on staff. How does a couple choose who is perfect for them?
So one of the first questions we ask couples when they contact us is what is the style that you're looking for the party, for the DJ, everything else. And then we will steer you in that direction. If somebody wants a very outgoing, a lot of interaction, we've got DJs that specialize in that. You've spun in nightclubs for years. So somebody wants a nightclub feel and a great mixer, nobody better than Tom Monaco. So we're going to ask you what your style is, what your vision is, and then we'll direct you to the DJs that fit that. But then there's plenty of ways to check them out. We have videos that we've put online, specific wedding wire reviews for catalog by each DJ. So we really want you to check it out. And then ultimately, if you want to hop on a phone call and chat with somebody like Tom or a Zoom call, we'd be happy to set that up.
So in your opinion, when do you think we'll be back to normal?
Somebody said cure earlier. I think a vaccine will come first. And I think once we get a working vaccine, whether it's late this year or early 2021, that's when we will get back to some normalcy. But I believe we'll be there. I'm an eternal optimist, so maybe it's just that. But I believe fast forward to next spring, 2021, summer 2021, we are working indoors again, and dance floors are packed and no masks. I believe that's the future.
Yeah, it's patience. Everybody's got to just calm down. It's going to happen. It's going to happen
will.
sooner or later, definitely. So thank you, Mike, so much. I mean, you're doing a great job interviewing everybody.
Thank you.
So we have a video we're going to play. I have to run back and actually play it.
I know Tom's doing everything tonight. He interviewed me. He's doing the tech work. He's doing the streaming stuff. So thank you very much for tuning in. I believe we have 2 more wedding professionals coming up for interviews, and then we'll start giving out some door prizes. All right? Cool. We are back here at the Old York Country Club for our penultimate. I've always liked that word. I wanted to work that in. Our penultimate wedding professional. You can go ahead and Google that. That means second to last, right? This is Melissa, right?
Yep.
From
that's
Mary
me.
Kay Cosmetics.
Yes, it is.
How are you?
Good. How
You having
are
a good
you?
night?
Good. I'm
It's-
loving it. All the
It's
different
nice
brides
to,
here.
It's nice to see couples, right?
Yeah,
In person.
seriously, definitely. It really, really is.
We've been Zooming with clients for the last 6 months
Yeah.
and FaceTiming, and it's just nice to meet.
in
Although I've been so
person.
busy, I haven't had a chance. So if you're here, I'll be done in a few minutes. I'd love to chat with you. But so how'd you get into working with Mary Kay?
Yeah, so it's been 3 years. It definitely flew by. But I love being able to have the to show women the confidence so they look great at their wedding day. They have beautiful skin. Their pictures look awesome. That's my favorite part of what I
Your
do.
ultimate goal. How cool is
Absolutely.
that? So how do you work with brides to be?
So what we do is we customize skincare specifically for the bride and also her bridal party as well. So we look for what she's looking for, how she would love to improve or enhance her skin, and then we can customize something specifically for her before her big day.
And so you mentioned bridal party as well. So you work with multiple members. It's not just focused on the bride.
Absolutely. So we do work with the bride and we welcome her bridal party as well, so we can customize their own skincare routine as well.
Okay. So many weddings are on hold nowadays. So
Absolutely.
I'm sure brides that had hired you or contacted you are concerned about their day-to-day look. So what kind of advice do you have for the people out there that want to have a good Zoom face, you know?
Absolutely. So what we first do when we start with our skincare, I always say to start with skincare because that's the most important part of your skin. And then we also work with women too to get the perfect makeup look. So whether that be for their bachelorette, whether it's just a quick Zoom call for work, or even their wedding day, we customize their own makeup look as well.
Thank you so much, Melissa.
Awesome, thank
Mary
you.
Kay Cosmetics, check it out. We do have a video, right, Tom? So we'll go to a little video, and then we have our last wedding professional coming up in a few minutes. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you.
Every bride dreams of their own amazing bridal experience, from the perfect proposal to an elegant bridal shower, all leading to an extraordinary wedding. The Mary Kay team of consultants are ready to make you feel beautiful and confident on the journey toward your special day. They believe all women are unique and deserve to feel radiant every moment of their life. With their customized spa experience, they will help guide you toward the perfect skincare regimen for your life, leaving your skin feeling and looking healthy, soft, and luminous. Mary Kay also loves to create the perfect makeup look for you. Whether you choose a gentle, natural glow for your bridal shower or full Hollywood glam for your bachelorette party, they can design the perfect look for every event on your bridal journey. Mary Kay will be with you every step of the way while creating lasting memories to carry you into the next amazing chapter of your life as husband and wife. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Courtney and Brian's wedding reception. How about we begin tonight? Give yourselves a big hand. Great to see everybody. Thank you so much for coming on out helping us celebrate. Okay, please welcome your bride and groom, the brand new Mr. and Mrs. Brian and Courtney Bogan. It's by David Gray. It's entitled This Year's Love. Everybody, please, a big hand. Let's hear for Brian and Courtney.
This year's love ain't here to live. sell out in the stores? You tell me who flop, who cop the blue drop, who jewels drop box, who mostly do.
Good evening and welcome to Chris and Jamie's wedding reception. Everybody please give yourselves a big round of applause for coming out tonight. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Great to see everybody. Everybody put your hands up nice and high for me. Clap along to the beat. Clap, clap, come on. For it gives me great honor and pleasure to introduce to you for the very first time ever as husband and wife. Put your hands together for the brand new Mr. and Mrs. Christopher Coco. Some noise for Chris and Jamie, everybody! Put your hands up nice and high, everyone! Jamie and Chris, they have chosen a very beautiful song for the first dance together as husband and wife, a great song by Blake Shelton. This is God Gave Me You. One more time, please, a big round of applause for Chris and Jamie, their first dance together as husband and wife.
I've been walking hard and I've made a mess of me. The person that I've been lately ain't who.
Everybody, take your hands, bring it down nice and low towards the floor, hold it down. You're gonna bring it up nice and slow. A little higher. A little higher. All the way up. Let somebody make some noise.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Jamie and Dan's wedding reception. Folks, help us out. Get the party started the right way. There you go. Give yourselves a great big round of applause for coming on out, helping the newlyweds celebrate this very special day. Clap your hands, stomp your feet, make a little noise, and show some love for Mr. and Mrs. Daniel. Your bride and groom have selected a classic song for their first dance together as husband and wife. This is Ben E. King, and the song is entitled Stand By Me. One more time, a great big round of applause for the brand new Mr. and Mrs.
Welcome back to the Old York Country Club, our final wedding You are popular. We've been trying to get you for the last 15 minutes.
Well, I'm always the last vendor booked, so it's kind of suits.
Is that right?
Yes.
So it makes sense that you're last.
Florists are usually the last
This
vendor.
is Linda. Is it D'Amico? D'Amico from Designs by Linda Florist. And I like the fact that you brought over a bouquet with you. That's awesome.
Absolutely. We got to show off the product.
Yeah, and it's beautiful, too.
Thank you.
Very nice. So how long have you been in the business?
So we are a family-run business, my sister and myself, and we've been in business over 26 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Must have seen a lot of changes in the business.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Lots of trends coming and going, and some that have stayed true to the
Right.
test of time. But yeah.
So where are you located?
So we have 2 locations. Our retail office is in New Egypt, New Jersey, and our wedding and event office is in Hamilton, New Jersey.
And how far do you travel for events?
Usually we like to keep it to an hour and a half to 2 hours max, since we're dealing with a perishable. There's a lot of variables that go on with delivering, so we try to keep it within 2 hours.
That pretty much covers the whole state, though, right?
Yeah, we do pretty much
the whole state of New
the whole
Jersey.
state
Yeah,
and eastern
yeah.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah. So how do couples get started with the flower selection process?
So generally we like the couples to have their dresses picked out, the guy's attire picked out, bridesmaids' dresses picked out, so the flowers can coordinate with what color scheme the bride has going on.
And couples can see samples, I guess?
Absolutely. So we pride ourselves in having a hands-on approach. So our first appointment is getting an idea of styles and colors, and then the next appointment when they come in, we have all different flowers available in their colors, and they get to hand pick and put the bouquet together themselves.
Nice. And
Yeah.
where do these flowers come from?
So flowers come from all over the world. They're imported from all over. I will tell you, we live on a family farm, so we grow a lot of the flowers that we
perfect.
use.
Wow.
And depending on the trends each year, we grow according to what's in style.
I was in Amsterdam last year.
Oh, I am very jealous.
And
I'm very
and in
jealous.
April too, when the tulips are.
Oh,
and
yes.
I was on a train ride, and at one point, it felt like 15 minutes of nonstop tulip fields. It was amazing.
Yes.
So micro weddings are the rage now because of the COVID. Are you seeing a lot of that? Are you doing a lot of
We
those?
are, and some people are feeling a negative towards it, and I'm going to say do not feel a negative towards it. Micro weddings are awesome. You're having all of your closest family and friends. It's very intimate, and you really can showcase your style.
I totally agree. Some couples ask us, what should we do? Should
Right.
we postpone or have the micro? And it's
Right.
completely up to you. If you
Absolutely.
if you are dead set on that 150 person big celebration, then postpone. But
Yeah.
if you can envision a tent with 50 or 60 of your closest friends, I say go ahead and do it.
Absolutely, 'cause
Especially
you
if the
can-
date that you picked was so important. If you
Right.
had something specific on that date, then go ahead and do it.
Absolutely, because
Yeah.
you can make any venue whatever you want it to be.
Right.
Yeah.
So what services do you cover on the wedding day?
So on the day of, we will do as little or as much as the couples want us to do, from simply dropping off bouquets or a complete setup for your ceremony, draping material, doing a lot of rental items for centerpiece work. So we can do as little or as much as the couple
So
wants.
way more than just flowers.
Absolutely.
Way more.
Yeah.
As Designs by Linda should tell us, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And you're obviously working with a lot of postponements nowadays. What are you doing for couples that are postponing?
So we have been dealing with a lot of postponements, and all of your deposits are move with you. So whenever your date is going to be, that deposit moves forward. If you do have to reschedule, we definitely are working with our couples to make sure they're not losing out on anything.
That's great. That's a wonderful policy. I hope all wedding professionals are
I would
doing that
think
because it's
so.
the
I would
right
think
thing to do.
so.
Thank you so much, Linda. I
Thank-
appreciate it. We have a
appreciate
video
it.
coming up so you can see some more of Linda's work. And then we've got some door prizes after that. And then I think we're going to wrap. So thank you, Linda. Thanks. Designs by Linda, wedding and event florist, have been creating the perfect florals for couples in the New Jersey area for over 30 years. Sisters Laura Amato and Linda D'Amico started with the simple idea of your dream, our passion, and that still holds true today. They truly treat every couple like family. Designs by Linda offers virtual and in-person consultations by appointment in their Hamilton, New Jersey event office. You will work with Laura and Linda to create and customize all the floral elements for your big day. Designs by Linda knows you have been dreaming of your wedding day your whole life, and they will strive to make your vision a reality. Whether your dream is a traditional style wedding, modern contemporary chic, or an intimate backyard affair, the team will create the perfect floral, all while being mindful of your budget. The team at Designs by Linda truly loves what they do and can't wait to showcase your unique style on your wedding day. All right, we are back. I'm glad we're getting this in because it's starting to get dark out, Tom. We're going to be losing light Fortunately, I'm wearing a jacket that just lights the whole area up. So, all right. So when we came back, Tim was already explaining it. So we've got 2 door prizes, and this is going to be for anyone who was in the chat and posted the hashtag, right? But you don't necessarily have to be in the chat now, so we'll just contact them, right? Is that how this works? All right. So I thought you wanted me to pick a winner, Tim. All right. So this is Stephanie Caceres. Stephanie Caceres. So you're just going to contact her, and okay. All right. So I didn't physically need these, did I? You handed me something. No. I know. And then normally a bride comes up and gets happy, and I hand her something. But Nicole P., you are a winner as well. So we will contact Nicole, and we will contact Stephanie, and we will get these door prizes to them. Okay? By the way, I hope you've enjoyed the online show tonight. All of our wedding professionals would love to hear from you. So if you have any questions about the florists that you've seen, the photographers, any of the great professionals, please reach out to them. They all came out here on their night off and would love to hear from you about their wedding. So this is the grand prize. This is the honeymoon. Okay? Again, I don't need to be physically holding this envelope because I'm not giving it to anyone. But Tim and I are creatures of habit. We've been doing this for years and years. He's used to handing me an envelope. The winner is Dan Sickles. I believe that's correct. So, Dan, we will be contacting you if you're online. Jump up and down and write "yay" in the chat. But if not, we'll contact you. Post in the chat and go, "I just won." Anyway, thanks again for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed our online American bridal show this evening. Thank you to the great people at Old York Country Club. The wedding professionals that came out here, we appreciate it. And as always, we just want to wish you the best of luck. And we know you're planning an event that you're going to remember for the rest of your life. So we wish you the best of luck with planning that event. Contact anyone that you saw tonight who you think can help. And stay safe and healthy, everybody. Ciao.